Alright, now let's move on to the next game of Toad's Rec Room, and that is Shell Shocked Deluxe. So, basically it's like a spiritual sequel to the forms of Shell Shocked from Mario Party 2, and especially notable for Mario Party the Top 100 especially as well. And obviously the noticeable difference is the fact that you can either just manage to do this on the TV mode, or you can do this on tabletop mode, or in this case, just trying to place your Nintendo Switch quite flat. Now, as you can see, we can actually, before you start to be playing through Shell Shocked, you can actually play up to 3 maps, or 3 different maps. There's also another way you can able to play this, is that just like in forms of in Mini League Baseball, that you can able to utilize the 2 Nintendo Switch consoles, or the systems rather, to be able to actually customize your very own battle stage. See, Fernando, that way you can able to, if you're trying to slice these 2 screens between these 2 consoles, then you can able to actually utilize the different, battle arenas. So, yeah, at least that's more likely though, because even then, the only problem with the top 100 version of, in Shell Shocked minigame from Mario Party 2, is that I just wish that there was actually more maps to it. Whilst the forms of how it does it on the original Mario Party 2, especially with this, at least I'm very glad that we got ourselves, well, there's only like 3 different maps, but if you manage to be able to play it on tabletop mode, or especially noticeable with the TV mode, is that you can able to actually deal with one-on-one duel matches. So, that's as far as we can say about this point here. See, Fernando, that at least unlike any forms of how it does it on the original Shell Shocked minigame, and especially noticeable with the ones in the top 100, is that the heads themselves doesn't normally stick out. At least unlike, well, it's kind of like the same thing for how it does it on Mario Party Island Tour, where basically every character managed to get onto the actual tank. So, at least even then, that's as far as I can say about it here. And let's just explain about the controls in this particular minigame, is that, well, in order to actually just try to move forward and just go drive backwards, is that you have to tilt the analog stick in a corresponding direction. Like if you want to go forward, then you have to press the you need to tilt the analog stick in the front portion, and then if you want to reverse or go back, then you can able to do it the opposite direction. So, by turning it is by simply we need to able to, tilt the analog stick left or right, basically. So, it's kind of like the same control scheme as you normally do from Bumper Ball Cars from Mario Party 2 / Magnet Carter from Mario Party 2, but except the fact that obviously we're actually on the tank. So, however, though, there's one little difference I just realized from Mario Party 2 and the top 100 version, is that there is no lob shots here and there. So all you have to do is basically you have to shoot it straight forward. So yeah, that's as far as we can say with the forms of Shell Shocked Deluxe for this particular minigame. It's a nice little distraction, but honestly, the best recommendation of them all is the fact that if you really want to get 4-player experience, is that I suggest you're able to, well, once again, we need to able to acquire 2 Nintendo Switch consoles, and then once you place them on flat, then you can able to make a nice bigger arena of the actual Shell Shocked maps, and then you would able to realize you have yourselves a 2 versus 2 matches. So, yeah, because we already saw that from ever since in Nintendo Treehouse Live back in last year. So even then though, not much to really say about this here.
3, 2,
so obviously that we still have to come across into those pipes, and especially noticeable, you can now actually break some blocks this time around though. Kind of like the same thing for how it does it on Koopa Coliseum / Tanks a Lot in Mario Party Island Tour. So, at least expecting it might be slightly similar, but except the fact that it's on rectangular shaped, and it's no longer going to be like a circular shaped arena. So, yeah, you probably get the idea for that point. So, obviously there's not much else to really say about this mode, honestly. It's just that, although if you couldn't tell by this point, is that out of all the videos of Super Mario Party has to offer, this is easily the shortest video of the bunch, just because there's only 3 maps to begin with, and we really wish if we'd like to able to show off more details about the forms of this particular game, but unfortunately though, because we still have not got 2 Nintendo Switches, even though we wish we could, but it might be a little bit too pricey when it comes to like purchasing those 2 Nintendo Switches basically. Well, we still have one right now, and obviously the actual rules of this is that rather than taking down each of the computer players' health down. Instead, you can able to knock down how much kills you're able to kill from. So, yeah, that's as far as we can say about the forms of Shell Shock Deluxe, basically. So, yeah, I guess we'll move on to Puzzle Hustle now. And unfortunately, it's soon to say, we have to take another few set of weeks delay because, well, you know, me and Tiana were going on to a hotel. So, yeah, you probably get the idea. So, see you then.